Sony, Samsung, TCL. Every major smart TV brand is quietly monitoring what you watch, when you watch, and how long you watch. They inject ads into your home screen. They auction off your viewing data to the highest bidder. The dream of the connected TV has turned into a data harvesting nightmare, and Apple sees a massive opportunity. Inside Apple Park, behind layers of NDAs and blacked out prototypes, teams are building a product design to completely destroy the current smart TV market. This is not Apple TV 5. This is not just another streaming box refresh. This is a full-on reimagining of what a television and a home actually is. The 2026 Home OS. If you're thinking about buying a new TELEVISION or streaming device in the next 24 months, hit pause. This is the device that makes today's smart TVs look ancient. Becomes secondary. Let's talk about the invisible computer. That's the internal coding name insiders keep whispering about. For the last decade, consumer tech has been loud and demanding. Your phone vibrates nonstop. Your smartwatch taps your wrist. Everything is fighting for your attention. Apple's 2026 blueprint flips that model completely. The core idea, ambient intelligence, technology fades into the background. It doesn't nag you. It doesn't chase you. It simply understands you. This is designed to be the hidden intelligence center of your entire home. Not a box under your TV, but the central brain of your living space. Yes, it will stream movies and shows, but more importantly, it will orchestrate your environment. Early intel points to advanced spatial recognition capabilities. This thing won't just know that someone is in the room. It will know who is in the room and where they are. Think ultra-wideband tech like AirTags, but turned up to 11. Why does that matter? Because it fundamentally changes how you interact with your space. Imagine walking into your living room and the TV wakes up with your profile, your apps, your watch history, your brightness, your sound preferences. No remote, no login screens. Not because you pressed a button, but because the Apple TV detected your iPhone nearby or recognized your unique biometric signature. That's the kind of frictionless experience Apple is building. But the real revolution isn't just the box. It's the operating system behind it. Home OS. Right now, Apple has iOS for iPhone, Mac OS for Mac, Watch OS, Vision OS, and TV OS, which has always felt like an afterthought. That changes in 2026. Home OS is rumored to be a fusion of everything Apple has learned across its platforms. The widget and glanceability system from iOS, the productivity and multitasking power of macOS, the spatial and gesture-based controls from Vision Pro. Yes, dimensional controls in your living room. Intelligence leaks suggest the 2026 Apple TV will support full hand tracking without requiring a headset, gloves, or wearable device. Using advanced cameras and optical sensors around your display, you'll be able to adjust volume by twisting your finger, scroll through content by swiping and middle-select items with a pinch gesture. No remote. No hunting between couch cushions. Your hands, your voice, your physical presence become the interface. The classic TV remote is on its way out. Now, let's address the obvious question. Why give a streaming box the 19 processor, a chip more powerful than what most laptops will have? People assume the answer is gaming. And yes, gaming will absolutely be part of the strategy, but that's not the primary reason. The real driver is on-device artificial intelligence. Apple does not want a future where your TV sends every voice command and every camera frame to the cloud for analysis. They want Siri and your home to feel instant, private, and offline first. That's why the 2026 Apple TV is expected to include a massive neural engine dedicated to processing your household data locally. When you ask, find that movie where the main character fights aliens on a boat, it doesn't call a remote server. It searches a local semantic index of your services and libraries. When your security cameras detect motion, the analysis happens inside your home. Not in a random data center in another country. When Home OS learns your routines, what you watch, when you dim lights, how loud you like sound at night, that model lives on your device, not on someone else's servers. In a world where every TV manufacturer is monetizing your behavior, this Apple TV aims to be a privacy fortress. Apple doesn't just sell hardware. They sell the promise of premium, secure digital life. Now zoom out and imagine where this leads. Think about Apple's inevitable move into home robotics. A home OS with spatial awareness, on-device AI, and deep integration across your devices is the perfect foundation for autonomous home assistants down the line. You're not just buying a TV accessory, you're laying the groundwork for an intelligent, automated household. And then there's the incoming shockwave for the streaming industry. Right now, if you want Netflix, you open Netflix. If you want Disney Plus, you open Disney Plus. HBO Max, Prime Video, Hulu app fatigue everywhere. The experience is disconnected and painful. With Home OS, Apple reportedly wants to become the ultimate content aggregator. One universal interface, all your shows, all your movies, all your sports, zero app switching. The U19 will be powerful enough to pull in streams and data from multiple services at once, combine them, and present them as a single seamless experience. From the user's perspective, you're not opening apps anymore. You're just saying, show me something funny, or continue my sci-fi series, or start live sports. And the system figures out the service, the source, and the stream automatically. This is a direct threat to the brand presence of platforms like Netflix and Disney Plus. Their logos disappear behind Apple's universal guide. That's why negotiations behind closed doors are so intense. But Apple holds the trump card. They own the hardware and the operating system. Now let's talk about the most underrated piece of this puzzle. Audio. Reports strongly suggest the 2026 Apple TV will unlock full room-scale spatial audio, and not just through AirPods or a HomePod, but using the speakers you already own. How? By using advanced acoustic beamforming and real-time room analysis. Here's what that could mean in practice. The system maps your room using microphones and sensors. It understands where walls, furniture, and listeners are positioned. It then bounces sound off those surfaces to create virtual surround channels. Even if you only have a basic stereo setup, dialogue clarity has become a huge problem in modern movies and series. Explosions are deafening, but voices are muddy. Apple's Home OS audio engine could isolate and boost vocal frequencies, auto-tame overly loud effects, continuously recalibrate sound thousands of times per second effectively. You get a built-in Hollywood-grade audio engineer working invisibly in the background. Now, why 2026? Why not launch this next year? Because the hardware they need simply doesn't exist at scale yet. This product is believed to be tied directly to TSMC's 2-nanometer process finally maturing. That next-generation manufacturing node is what makes the A19 possible, offering huge performance and AI gains, while keeping power consumption and heat under control. If Apple tried to build this 2026 Apple TV today, it would either be enormous, noisy, or constantly overheating. The physics aren't there yet. So Apple is waiting, not because they're out of ideas, but because semiconductor technology has to catch up to their roadmap. That's why Apple TV hardware updates have been relatively minor recently. They're holding their real move until all the pieces align. So here's the blunt reality. If you buy a typical smart TV or low-end streaming stick today, you're buying into a dying generation of tech. Boxes and TVs that simply pull in content and throw it on a screen. The 2026 Apple TV is something else entirely. A context-aware computing platform that understands who you are, where you are, what you prefer, often before you said a word. Where? Moving from connected TV to intelligent home. From smart TV to home OS.